Hi, I'm Nancy Beckwith, Sales Director in Mary Kay Cosmetics, and I want to thank you for your time today. Maybe you're listening to help a friend, maybe you're helping her with her training, or maybe she's a consultant that's been selected to move into leadership or promoting herself up the career path. But for whatever reason you are listening today, I want to thank you for your time. We realize Mary Kay is not for everybody, and you might be thinking, I would never do this in a million years, and that's totally okay. We need happy customers too, so that's all right. But if you do listen and you decide that you're a little bit more intrigued than you thought, we'd be happy to have a follow-up conversation and to tell you how you could sign up and become a beauty consultant or answer any questions that you might have. So I'm going to share just some quick information with you and a little bit about my story. First of all, 40% of people in the United States today have a side hustle. They are working a part-time gig, something for extra cash flow. It's fun, it's flexible, and it could be a plan B if something were to happen unexpected. And so I think that that's great. In the next 5 years, the statistic is 79% of people will start a side hustle. So that's quite a bit of growth for direct sales companies. Don't you agree? For me, I was not interested in having a makeup business. I was not interested in having something else to do. I was very busy. I'm a mom. I had a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old when I started my Mary Kay business, and I was a school teacher. And my husband is also a school teacher. And so we were really busy. Even though our kids were little, we were very involved in church, and they had like sports activities that they did. And so it was just a really busy time. And in order to add something to my already busy plate, it had to be something I could do with a little limited amount of time, like short spurts of time, but it needed to be something that I could make good money in that little bit of time. So, and I told the lady no several times, that I was never going to sell lipstick. I wasn't interested. I was a teacher. I had a degree. I just that wasn't for me. And you know what attracted me the most to the Mary Kay business was the money. We make 50% of everything that we sell. And I thought, if I could just make $50 a week, that would really take the financial stress off of our life. So off my family. So that's kind of what my goal was in the beginning. I just wanted to make $50 a week. Now for me, I didn't have a lot of time, so I chose Saturday mornings. When my kids were little, they'd get up and watch TV, watch cartoons and things, and I could have people over to my house around the kitchen table and spend an hour to 2 hours, have a pot of coffee, just sit and play in the cosmetics and the skincare and make $200 or $300 in that time frame. By lunchtime, they were gone and I was with my family. So it wasn't hard to fit it into the ebb and flow. And I think that that's one of the things you might be surprised about, is how easily it does fit into what you already have going on. When my kids got older, they just wanted to sleep in. So it still works. And I still today love Saturday mornings because it's just a great time to get a few people together, make a couple $100. And the average party right now is about $300 to $350, which is kind of fun. But back then it was like $100 to $200. So it was kind of nice to be able to do that from home. And I did that for quite a while. I'm going to fast forward a little bit. I was really excited about teaching. I had pictured myself moving up in teaching, making a shift, either to teach college or become a media assistant. I had actually gone through some classes and studied and took a certification test and was ready to make a shift. I saw myself retiring from teaching. And at the time, my youngest was in kindergarten. And he got strep throat. And so I stayed home with him for 3 days, high fever, all that. If you have kids, you probably can relate. I'm sure your child has been sick or had strep throat. And when we went back to school on the 4th day, I got called into the principal's office and I was told that committed teachers are never absent. And it just didn't sit well with me. And I told her that if there was ever a choice between being a committed teacher or a committed mom, I was going to be a committed mom every time. Well, she didn't like that. And before that, we had a really great working relationship. She really liked me. It was like I was the golden child, whatever. We were almost friends. And she just really respected me. And after that conversation in her office that day, she just did a 180 and decided she didn't like me. And she made my job very hard. She would do things to me that would not allow me to participate in my child's things. And I had 2 children at that school. So I couldn't go on their field trips. I couldn't go to their classroom during the day. I couldn't pop in to see them. She just made things really hard. And I thought, you know what? I don't need this. I love in Mary Kay that we can put God first and our family comes second, and then our career or our job field. And so I decided that I was going to do Mary Kay full time. And at the time, that was like the driving force behind that decision. But I will tell you that there were some other factors. My oldest son was finishing sixth grade. He was about to be in seventh grade. He was going to be a teenager. And my daughter was coming up right behind him. And so I knew my kids were getting older and I really wanted to be home for my kids. So I decided that May that I was going to work Mary Kay full time. And so I started doing it a little bit more actively. July, I was on target for my car. And by the end of January, I had become a sales director, and I had replaced my teaching income in that 8 or 9 month period of time. So I finished that school year and then I resigned from teaching. And that was back in 2003. And I've been home ever since. And I've absolutely loved it. It's given me so much flexibility. It's been so much more than money. And because of the extra income, I've been able to do things like braces for my kids' teeth, pay for the traveling soccer, swim team, vacations, new furniture, things that we wanted to do that would have had to come out of budgeted income no longer had to come out of budgeted income. So I love my Mary Kay for that. I will tell you that you become like the 5 people that you hang out with the most and who you're spending the most time with. Those are the people that you become like. And I love the culture that we have in Mary Kay because it's such a positive environment. Sometimes we refer to it as our pink bubble, but it's very positive. We encourage each other, we cheer each other on because we're not in competition with one another. And so I really like that we can be a part of a support system of our peers that encourage us. And Mary Kay is set up to really help bring out the best version of you. So, you get to it really focuses on developing your strengths, and everybody has different skills and talents. And it's fun that it kind of pulls that out of us, and you really do grow professionally. I've grown so much through my Mary Kay business and seen many other women blossom being affiliated with that. So I think that's awesome too. So I want to tell you, why would you consider doing something like Mary Kay now? First of all, alcohol, tobacco, and cosmetics are the 3 commodities that never lose money in a downturned economy. I've been in Mary Kay for years and years and years. I was in Mary Kay after 9/11. I was in Mary Kay after the 2007 to 2009 housing market crisis with all the mortgages and all of that. And what I found is that my business never lost money. Because women are still going to wash their face and they're still going to wear mascara, especially if they have to still go to work or work virtually or on Zoom or something like that. So you don't have to worry about losing money. We have a great product and there's a demand for that product. People are also experiencing right now a taste of what my life is like every day as a director in Mary Kay. Doing things like setting your own schedule, Zoom meetings, conference calls, deciding when your lunch is, being able to take a walk or start a load of laundry at lunchtime. Those are things that you get to do as an entrepreneur, as a stay-at-home worker. And so some people are having a little taste of that right now. It gives you more choices, I think, and more freedom, although you do have to be disciplined to work. But I think you'll find it fun because it's not like a 9 to 5. Mary Kay is all manufactured. All of our products are manufactured right here in the United States. We have a beautiful manufacturing plant that opened about a year ago, and there's 0% waste. It's amazing, and I'm so proud to tell you that our government asked Mary Kay Cosmetics to make hand sanitizers so that we could get them out on the front lines right now during this COVID-19 crisis. So I'm excited to say that we're making those and donating them to the front lines. And I think that's awesome. Hospitals and physicians that are going to be able to get those hand sanitizers. Our company is truly a company with a heart. I mean, we do a lot to give back, and that's just one example that makes me really proud to represent the company. But we also build homes for Habitat for Humanity. We help in disaster relief efforts. We donate money to women's shelters across the nation so those people who are in bad situations have a safe place to get back on their feet. We also have a foundation that promotes cancer research for cancers that affect women. We planted over 1 million trees with Arbor Day Foundation as a recycling program. This company has a heart, you guys, and it's truly like just who we are. So it's not just about selling lipstick. And I love that because I can get behind that and I can support that. And I think my customers do too. So another reason is you might have more time right now to start something new than you would have before. And, you could start your training, you could get all of that under your belt and then, go from there. It could be an option for you as a side hustle. It could just be extra cash when you want something fun. It's up to you. So why not? Why not do Mary Kay? I can think that um, Mary Kay costs $100 to start, and that starter kit is valued at about $500. You get all of the tools of the trade, everything you need to start building your business, including retail products that you can use to demo and show other people and let people try it. And right now we're doing a lot of that virtually through Zoom, through FaceTime, Facebook Messenger, Facebook Lives. There's so many different ways that you can do it. So there's lots of different avenues and ways to sell the product. Thank goodness, right? But I could not take $100 to my investment guy and him let me make 50% of everything I sell. And then if I decide I don't like it, give me 90% buyback and like buy it all back at 90 cents to every dollar. There's nobody that would do that, but that's what Mary Kay offers. It's a $100 starter kit. If you choose to get inventory and you change your mind, you can send it back and they give you 90 cents to every dollar. So I love that. It's kind of like they take the risk out of it. There's nothing that you could lose. And you get all of your own products at half price, because as a consultant, we get to buy for $1 and then we sell for $2. So your favorite cleanser, it would cost you $12. You would sell it to a customer for $24. And then all that $24 is yours to keep. So it's like you got your $12 that you spent to get it, plus you made another $12. Maybe you think you're too busy. I mean, right now you might have a little bit more time on your hands, but in your normal, maybe you feel like you're just too busy. And I want to tell you that you probably have more time than you think you do, because it does fit into what you already have going on. And the product also is consumable, so that means that it's going to run out. I got a text this morning from a lady that ordered product. Before I turned on my phone this morning and I had a reorder there. I made over $50 just turning my phone on. And so what happens is the product washes down the drain. We wash our face, it washes down the drain, and they run out. And so it is a consumable product. So those customers are going to call you and say, hey, I need my CC cream. I need my cleanser. I need my mascara. So you could get paid again and again and again on that work you did 3 months ago or 4 months ago or a year ago. And so I like that there's a reorder business that kicks in. Also, you might be thinking maybe you don't have $100. Well, I didn't have $100 either. So don't let not having $100 stop you. We can figure out how to come up with $100. And honestly, if you walked outside right now and all your tires were flat on your car and you had to buy 4 new tires, you would find the money to get the tires. So when there's a will, there's a way. And I think if a woman wants $100, she's going to find it. For me, my thought was, how long do I not want to have $100? Like an extra $100. This gives me an opportunity to make that money. And the $100 starter kit is so worth it, valued at $500, like I said before. But the extra income you could make from that $100, you could turn that $100 into $1,000 in your first 30 days. And 50% of that would be your profit, which is really cool. So if you're considering it and you think you don't have $100, let's really consider it, because I bet you could find it or come up with it, or brainstorm with me and we can kind of come up with a way, or with your consultant and we can come up with something together. You might be thinking you don't know a lot of people. And I think right now we've realized we know more people than we think we do. We are more socially connected than we thought. I mean, how many Facebook friends do you have? Now, I know that they're not like one-on-one close besties, but how many people do you really know? There's a lot of people out there, not just on Facebook and Instagram, but social media has connected us in a way that the world's never been connected before. And you have mutual friends with people and so forth. So I think that, you don't have to have people local to you in Mary Kay, because there are no territories, which makes it easier to develop that customer base. And we cover that in training. And you might be thinking, I'm not the sales type. And you know what? I'm not either. I never sold anything before Mary Kay. And I really don't look at Mary Kay as being a salesperson. Like, I don't feel like a salesperson, but I'm excited about the product. The products work. They make my skin feel amazing. And it's just sharing that excitement with other people. Like if you go to the mall or the shoe store and they have a great sale on, and you might want to call your bestie and say, hey, oh my gosh, you got to check this out. It's just that word of mouth, being excited about what we have. So if you're willing to share the product really sells itself. It's a great product. We're the number 5 in the world globally, the best-selling skincare. We are in the top 5 in the world, which is kind of neat. I don't know if we're number 5, but we're in the top 5. And remember, I wasn't interested in makeup or having a business. I just wanted $50 a week. And this has been something that has been an amazing journey for me and my family. So I just want you to follow up with your consultant, have a conversation, maybe ask questions, and see if this might just entertain the thought. Is this something that maybe could be for you? We do need happy customers too, and that's fine. But if this is something that you think, you know what, why not? I should just give it a try. You could give it a go. If it doesn't work out, you can always get out and get 90% buyback on any inventory that you purchase, and then you would know. But what if it did work? What if it did work and then you have the opportunity to make half of everything you sell? Maybe have this side hustle where if you want to take your kids on a vacation, you can do that and it doesn't come from your family's money. There's so many possibilities, you guys, and I just want you to entertain the idea and think about it. And if you decide it's not for you, that's okay too. And I appreciate you listening today. I hope you have a blessed day.